All right. Hey there, folks. How you doing today? Hope all is going well for you. Please bear with any background noise that you may hear while we're doing this. It's going to happen. It ain't going to stop just because I'm trying to produce some substandard internet content for you people. That being said, you people are the reason why we do this. This is what has come to be known as unfiltered fans only content, or UFO content, however you want to look at it. Minimal editing. Most of the editing on this kind of content is me putting pictures up to describe what I'm talking about. I haven't done one of these in several months. I apologize for that. I've just been really busy. So the other day, in an effort to focus on what we were going to be doing next on the channel, I put up this little poll where I asked if you wanted to see the Minute of Woodchuck Mini 14, more on the Alaskan Project Rifle, or some unfiltered fans only content, and 2/3 of you wanted to see this, so that's why we're doing this. So with that being said, all are welcome to stay and attend, but this is geared more for the folks that follow the channel regardless of what kind of garbage I'm putting out at the moment. So moving right along, sit rep. Here on the place we've got a horse now. I had minimal to do with that other than saying, okay, show you a little picture here. There's Rue on the horse. She loves it. She begged for it. It's hers now. So haven't had to use the air conditioner in a couple of weeks. Have not had to crank up the furnace at all. Electric bill this month was still $313. I'm hoping to get it down around $200 next month. I was up on the roof the other day, took the cap off the chimney, got that cleaned out. It needed to be done. I'm glad I got up there to do it. I don't like it up there. I'm not big on heights. Professional chicken, I think is what you call it. But regardless, it's done. Did it myself because that's how I roll. Watching the news over the last day or so, the nonsense going on in Great Britain is scary. As with anything that comes from the talking snake, I take it with a big grain of salt, but I did hear the woman say with her own words that she was stepping down, so be interesting to see what happens there in the Prime Minister department in the UK. The whole RU thing, there's nothing that you or I can do that's going to affect that other than ready yourself for possible negative outcomes. You know, to sound like a cliche from Game of Thrones, winter is coming. And I apologize again, as it has been a while since I've done one of these. I had to dig back through my archives to find the ones that I thought were still relevant. As I see things that I think are influential or meaningful or something that I'd like to put on here, I save it to my phone, and then stuff happens, I don't get around to putting it out, and as a result, by the time I do get around to doing it, it's no longer relevant, or at least on people's minds. So I tried to trim this down to stuff that was still relevant, but also some funny stuff, some dad jokes, some humor, some political satire, if you will. We'll kick things off with this one. For those of you that get tired of hearing people refer to magazines as clips and vice versa, here's the terminology explained. Starting with a magazine, a clip, a suppressor, and a silencer. And that's no joke. For those of you that do follow this channel, you know that a couple of weeks ago I put out a short that hit 1,000 views in 18 minutes, 2,200 views in an hour, and then flatlined. That's censorship. That is, no, I don't like what you're saying, so I'm not going to let you say it. It's basically what that comes down to. We all know that Liz Cheney lost her position in the recent election. I'm happy to see that happen. Unfortunately, she hasn't been doing so good since it happened. I think it really, it's hit home on her now. So, all right, this one I think is funny. I fix most everything I can on my cars myself because I can't afford a mechanic. I've yet to resort to this, but I thought it was funny. Not big into Halloween, but there are a couple of seasonally appropriate memes in here. I'll go ahead and disclose that at this point. Here's some nerd humor, dad humor, whatever you want to call it. We're all familiar with the cursor, and of course this is the precursor. Talking about vehicles and mechanics, to them that say you can't see torque, me. Throwback. The year is 1996. It's Friday. You head to Blockbuster with your dad and rent 1 to 2 movies to watch for the weekend. Life is good. Years ago, as a lowly GS5, when I first moved to Del Rio, Texas, I lived in a trailer park. I was feeding my family off of less money than I had been accustomed to making at the time. And our Friday ritual was to go to Blockbuster and Little Caesars. And for about $15, we had a good time every Friday night. All right, big Burt Grummer fan. I thought he was cool before he was cool. When you go out with friends to have fun, but they say you can't talk about the imminent collapse of society or guerrilla warfare tactics. It is football season. I threw this one in there. I realize I don't have any room to talk in the forehead department, but I thought it was funny. Another throwback. I'm so old, I thought this was Bert from Sesame Street. Explain this, please. I'm waiting. Motorcycles, I guess. I don't know. Poor planning. Something happened there. Cannibalism. That one's for my brother and my sister. 2 little redheads. A man's wealth is measured. Man, we keep running back to mechanics. I should have put all these together in one spot. I didn't. I apologize. They're just scattered about. Next time I'll try to do better and get them categorized for you. A man's wealth is measured by how many barely running cars or trucks he can fit on his property. I've got a few. Another football meme. I don't know. Whoever did this one doesn't know capitalization apparently, but Tom Brady looks like someone drew Kevin Bacon from memory. I think it's funny. Mondays. It's not Monday. It's Friday. Happy Friday, folks. It's my last day off. I have a Monday tomorrow, and I hope it doesn't look like that, but sometimes they feel like that in more ways than one. All right, Lucas, you listening? Tactical dorks carrying H&Ks with red dot sights, stream lights, and 3 spare mags and custom Kydex holsters. People who carry revolvers. I love it. A test audience reacting to the chest burster scene in Alien in 1979. Get a load of that dude in the back. I'm gonna tell my kids, another throwback. These wires went to the fridge for the ketchup, mayonnaise, and mustard dispensers. This one hurts. This one hurt 2 or 3 days ago. I went to the gym the following morning, folks. I don't always jump out of bed like a ninja, but when I do, it's because I have a leg cramp. The best cup of coffee is when you're a parent on the weekend and you are the first one awake and the house is dark and quiet and it's starting to rain. That is the cup of coffee. I agree. That's my wife every morning. She gets up early and has her coffee before anybody else. I see why. You either give the safety brief or become the safety brief. It has been my fault on more than one occasion. Look at the license plate. Now that a storm is coming, need gas for generator. Interesting how that works. Hypocrites. Virtue signaling. I do it because it makes me feel better because I'm doing my part. Ignorant of what it actually does to the world. This one is funny, family friendly, and relevant to the season. When you smoke pumpkin spice for the first time. I bet her name is Karen. This one is funny and also relevant. Me at 3 a.m. watching Pakistanis repair semis barefoot with hand tools. Yep. I just listened to the audiobook of this for the second time. It's a 10-year-old book. It's extremely relevant to what's going on right now. I challenge any of you out there, Download it on Audible. It's worth it. It'll scare you. Listen to this one a while back. Also very scary. Also several years old. And also still extremely relevant. Pay attention, folks. Pay attention. On a lighter note, just when you thought tacos couldn't get any better, bacon tacos. A couple of weeks ago, when we took the Minute of Woodchuck Mini 14 out to the range, I was standing behind my son, got kicked in the head by a piece of brass, and got a nice little scar for it.
Are your bags ready to go?
Yep.
Okay.
Can I have 2 minutes?
Yeah.
I'll be there in 2 minutes. She's not kicking me out. We're going to the gym. The whole point of that picture, folks, eye pro. Ear pro, eye pro, every time. If I had been standing a little straighter or in a little bit different spot, that could have been right in the eye if I had not been wearing eye protection. Still got the nasty little scar, still kind of tender. You know, that brass is dirty and it bled really bad because, you know, you remember the wrestlers back in the day, they'd cut their forehead to bleed. Yeah, that one bled. Wear your eye pro. Put this one in there just for my son. You want to check out this new game? You try to acquire riches and battle evil forces as you advance through a strange and mysterious world. Sounds awesome, Dad. Yep. Good stuff. Some of you saw these. I didn't promote them much across the line. I had the hat out here today. This is the last one of these in existence. The rest of them have been distributed. There will be no more of this design. I do have lots of these channel stickers, folks. If you would like a channel sticker and you don't have one, or if you do have one and you want another one, drop me your address into the email address in the description on this video. I will send it to you, no questions asked. I'm not going to sell your address or send you a bunch of garbage. I'll just send you a couple of stickers as my way of saying thanks for watching my nonsense. Last night I went to bed about 10:30. I had 2,999 subscribers. Woke up this morning, was over the 3,000 mark. Thank you people for that. I never thought there'd be that many people watching my garbage. Went to Costco the other day, could not get eggs. Went back a few days later, got eggs, but they didn't have the big flats of them. 4 pounds of Costco brand, Kirkland brand butter was $15. Get a load of this garbage. All over the greater Houston area, mailboxes are no longer a thing. I remember just a couple years ago where some guy that we mentioned back at the beginning of this video bought mailboxes so that ballots could be distributed, but now all of a sudden they're a problem. Another seasonally appropriate, Halloweenish. I don't celebrate Halloween. I don't let my kids celebrate Halloween. It's just not a thing that we do. But guys, this is funny. That is awesome. I love that. I think baby bunnies look like old kung fu masters. If you don't understand this Halloween costume, we can't be friends. Howdy, you listening? I've got a picture here. I'll put it up. Me and Howdy Fowler. He's a somewhat famous dude. I grew up knowing him. I've known him since I was just a young boy. We lived in the same town. He does not believe chili needs beans in it. I disagree with him. I don't know how we can be friends, but them. Why don't you like my chili? Me. It ain't got no beans in it. And that's the truth. Let me know what you think down below. Does chili need beans or not? I'm actually going to put out a poll on this channel right now for that, and then I'll post it later when I post this video. I love this one too. Me driving past any dirt road. I wonder where that goes. Another Halloweenish one. There's a lot of those in this. I didn't do it on purpose. I didn't set out to do it. I just thought it was appropriate for the season. But at this point, if a clown invited me into the woods, I'd just go. That slope looks unstable. There's a risk of a landslide. Another dad joke here. Every morning I take my pet cow for a long walk at the local vineyard. Yes, I heard it through the grapevine. when you have finally discovered the perfect use for your apprentice. Saw this, thought it was funny, decided to share it. Triscuits are the perfect snack for anyone that has ever had the urge to eat wicker furniture. Me at home. Why isn't there any more kindness in the world? Me while driving. I hate every single person on this planet. Another football meme. Guys, I do not watch football. Haven't in years. Gave it up a long time ago before it was cool. But for the rest of you, repeat after me. Hey babe, I decided I'm going to skip Tuesday night football so we can watch our show together. I've seen stuff like this, man. I guess if it works, I just don't like following too close. I called my stockbroker this morning and asked him what should I be buying. He said canned goods and ammunition. Another disclaimer, parents with small children, parental discretion is advised. There are a couple of things in here that it's just the way it was worded, it's the way it came out. I felt it was relevant. And if you have small children and don't want to explain things to them, you might want to get them out of the room for the rest of this production. Remember, at no point in history have the people forcing others into compliance been the good guys. Until next time. No one, not a single one of us, regrets not taking it. When fire alarms go off at the Facebook Community Standards Office. Sorry, folks. I probably should have left this one out, but I thought it was funny. Tradeswomen on Instagram. Tradeswomen on the job site. Mike Yoder handled this like a boss. To the your spectacularly cavalier disregard for the law and the rights of Americans is well known. But today's attack on children is unprecedented. I will protect every single American child. In fact, I think kids these days call it see you in court. On that note, over my dead body. Raphael at Real Raphael. Apparently it's the guy there in the helmet working. This pendejo stopped by and interrupted our lunch. I think he was trying to speak Spanish. Yeah, and the horse he rode in on. Hey guys, I gotta go. Thanks for watching. Take care. God bless.